Hi, we're back to our Downriver novel. We're down to chapter 16, and last part of chapter 15 was so the group of teenagers met a group of hikers or whitewater rafters, and then they gave them a mile guide of the river and the Grand Canyon itself. So as you can see, I'm outside. I'm trying to enjoy the nice weather we have today. All right, so hope you enjoy. We're almost down to two more chapters after this. Okay, chapter 16. Dinner that night was certainly less than gourmet. Melted cheese over rice. As we ate, the tension seemed to lift a bit. Troy and Pug were feeling better. That was so easy to see. They didn't go so far as to offer to help with the dishes. But they did say a campfire would be nice, and started gathering driftwood. Pug was excited, like a little kid. Let's get lots of wood. I heard him telling Troy, let's have a real bonfire. Adam and I were doing the dishes. I was thinking how ironic was that he was more helpful now that he was disabled than he'd been when he was healthy. He was getting around with the sturdy walking staff of tamarisk that he'd whittled with his pocket knife. How's the shoulder? I asked him. Still hurts a lot. I can't lift my arm up very high, but nothing like it did when it was dislocated. I mean, that was painful. I bet it was. I was thinking. This is the first real conversation we had all the way down the river. I was thinking about comparing notes with him about Troy. Things obviously weren't the same between them either, but I thought better of it. Maybe we can take a look at your foot afterwards, I suggested. I cleaned it and put that antibiotic stuff on while you were up the creek. So how's it look? Fine, he said less than convincingly. You're limping worse than before. Let me take another look at it. Really, Jesse, I already cleaned it up. It's getting infected, I thought. My dad's like that. He doesn't want you to know when he's sick. I don't want to have to amputate with that rubber sword. He smiled, lost it in crystal. It got dark, and we were all sitting around the campfire. Pug looked like the proverbial cat that ate the canary, and after a while we found out why when he brought out a quart water bottle full of golden liquid. Look what that other group donated to us. He said, tequila. You're kidding, I objected. You guys ripped them off? Don't get all excited, Jesse, Troy said. Just think of it as a gift, sort of like the river guide they gave us. Who cares, Rita said. Let's have a drink. Pug took out his big knife, stuck it between his teeth, and mumbled, Hey, we're river pirates, remember? The bottle went around once, and then Troy remembered that he had a few limes in the bottom of the cooler. He brought them all quartered on a dish, with the salt shaker in his hand. Let's do it upright, he said, like they do in Mexico. Passing the lime sections around, he said, I'll give you a demo. He salted the crease between his left thumb and forefinger. Then he reached for the tequila. Everyone else was watching him. Mr. Personality, I thought. There's nothing that makes him feel better than being the center of attention. Calling all the shots. Now he's reduced to calling tequila shots. Troy licked his first, took a swallow of two of tequila, and then quickly bite into the lime, grimacing with satisfaction. Just like they do in Mexico, Adam repeated as Troy passed him the bottle, tilting the bottle toward us as he prepared to indulge, and said, Salud, mi amigo, salud, pesetas y amor. I was surprised to hear Star's voice from right beside me. I didn't know you spoke Spanish, Adam. Accent wasn't right, Freddie said. Sounded a little Japanese. Everyone was certainly enjoying the break in the tension. It was great to be having a bit of fun again. Maybe there was still hope for us. Adam bowed and passed the bottle to Rita, who looked around and said, You know, guys, we're something else. Here we are way down the Grand Canyon. We may not have kicked its butt, but I still say we're kicking butt. Right on, Pug bellowed. Pass the ammunition. We're doing great, Troy said expansively. We're going all the way. All the way to where? Star asked, wide-eyed. She took the bottle from Freddie and took 2 or 3 gulps before she started coughing, yet still managed to bite into the lime, only remembering afterwards about the salt and finishing up all out of order to everyone's appreciation. Adam was cracking up. Out of nowhere, Pug said, There's a deep pool just up the creek a little ways. Nobody knew what he was getting at, so Rita said, "So what about it?" "Well," Pug hesitated, "I thought maybe we could go skinny dipping." He looked around with a big sheepish smile on his face. "Come on, you guys, the moon's up and everything." Rita and I were cracking up. "In your dreams, Pug," she told him. "In your dreams." Seriously, I heard Troy saying as the bottle came to me again, "It's time to be thinking about what's next." "Lava Falls," I said. "That's what's next. It's only 45 miles away. We're at 134 and Lava Falls is at 1 miles 79. What did Al call it? The steepest navigatable rapid in North America." Quickly, I licked up the salt, took a big swallow of tequila, and bit into the lime. Steam must have been escaping from my ears. Finally, I was warm as I could want to be, with the bonfire cooking me from the outside and the tequila from the inside. As everybody was somberly considering those two words, Lava Falls, Troy waved his hand and said, "That's not what I'm thinking about. I mean, we're after the Grand Canyon." He's got to be kidding, I thought. "Paris?" Adam suggested quizzically. "Let's all go to Paris together and speak French, go to French restaurant, order right off the menu, wear French clothes, drink French wine, drive French cars, smoke French cigarettes, or maybe Greece, sail around the island in a yacht. I'd like that." "Eating Greek food and speaking Greek?" Pug suggested. Troy was chuckling too. With the official manner of a master of ceremonies, the bottle was making its fourth trip around. Troy said quickly. While Adam was poking the fire, Pug was finishing the bottle. I'm talking Mexico. Now listen, everybody. We've had a few disagreements, but we're awesome. All of us. I mean everybody. Troy, I thought you were amazing. There you go with the ice, even trying them on me again. Do you realize how close the Mexican border is? Jesse, Star, do you have any idea how nice it is down there in the winter? Rita, Freddie, Adam, do you have any idea of the rate of exchange? 2,000, 3,000 pesos for $1. We could live like kings. Living like kings, Adam chanted, fairly exploding with the image. Here he goes, said Rita appreciatively. This guy's too much. Yes, my friends, Adam whispered wistfully. We'll be living like kings. Living in a tile-floored hacienda by the sea, with the trade winds blowing gentle breezes through the palms, accordions playing, soft guitars strumming, castanets clicking, iguanas patrolling the rooftops. We bathe in the sea, we rest in our hammocks, we sip pina coladas served by sandaled servants who always wear white and have big hats. The stirrers in our drinks are hand-carved from the native plastic in the image of Aztec gods. Parrots warble romantic music in the servants add the harmony parts if you ask them to. There's fruit on all sides, all the fruit you can eat, papaya, mango, pineapple, and endless supplies of lime and tequila. Salt naturally and fresh fish, red snapper, sea bass, mahi-mahi. We got the picture, Troy said impatiently, ignoring the possibility that Adam was putting him on. Or was it all in my tequila-fired imagination? That will be the first part of chapter 16.